New York Jets quarterback Jordan Travis has retired from the NFL before ever playing a game. There's a lot to unpack. Let's get into it. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Dewey Mama.
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Esden Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcasts. And for the first time, we are streaming live on the Boy Green non-often used Facebook page, at BoyGreen25. We're on every social media, Instagram, TikTok now, oh boy, YouTube, Facebook, and all the like. It's at BoyGreen25 everywhere, baby. So yes, so shout out to the Boy Green Facebookers, whoever are out there. We're streaming live over there as well. Like the video, hit subscribe. We're trying to make a chase to 10,000 subscribers. We've got a lot to get to here on the show. We had a winner yesterday in our Raffle contest. We'll talk about that. We got a new Raffle contest going on. We'll talk about that too. But let's talk about this Jordan Travis situation. We have a article in the YouTube description with all the details. But before we go anywhere, I want to start here. There's a lot of ripple effects to Jordan Travis's decision to retire from the NFL and specifically the New York Jets. What does that mean for the Jets? Do they need to add a quarterback? Whose chances increase of making the roster? Did the Jets make a mistake not drafting a quarterback a couple weeks ago? There's a lot to unpack, but I think where we need to appropriately start is this. Let's think about Jordan Travis for a moment, folks. This is a young man who was drafted by the Jets in the 5th round of the draft last year. And he's crying on a Zoom call with media saying, I am so happy about this opportunity. And this is a guy that was living out his NFL dream. And he got hurt where he dislocated and broke and tore ligaments and everything in between. A devastating, gruesome injury for Jordan Travis. So before, again, this is a Jets show. I have to get into those other ripple effects of what it all means. But I think for a moment, we should take a step back and be human beings about this. A young man's NFL dream came to a crashing halt because of his injury. And we'll read his statements and everything else. But I just wanted to start the show there. Because I think there so often gets overlooked. I feel terrible for the young man. That sucks. This is a guy who, again, during the few press conferences that he did, he talked about eventually replacing Aaron Rodgers in the perfect world, right? Aaron Rodgers is a guy for a few years, and in theory, he passes the torch off to Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis said he thought about it a lot, being the next guy. So, like I said, I just wanted to circle all the way back to just say, before we get into any of the ripple effects, think about the young man and now how his life is forever changed. And he will not be able to play the game of football that he's loved his entire life. He was on the undefeated Florida State team, and now it's all over. He's got a life to live. He's going to have a second life to his football act. He's a powerful, young, passionate, and everything young man that is a man of faith, and he's going to get through this. But I just wanted to give a shout out to Jordan Travis. So, Jordan, you, your family, we're all thinking about you, man. That sucks. That sucks. Even putting the football stuff aside, that just sucks as a human being, as a man. For the football stuff, too, of course. Ricky New York juiced us all up. I was excited for Jordan Travis. I was happy for him. I thought he was a big winner coming out of the draft, to be frank. The Jets not drafting a guy clearly crowned, in a way, Jordan Travis as the developmental guy for the New York Jets to have a chance to potentially develop into something. Who knows what could have happened? But unfortunately, now we're never going to see that. So now that takes us to where we are. And let's go through a couple of things here with Jordan Travis. Let's do a couple of things here where he shared a couple of statements about the injury. And basically, long story short, Jordan Travis is retiring due to complications from that injury. Adam Schefter was first on the story that Jordan Travis informed the team of his intention to retire. And then Jordan Travis released a statement. Here's a piece of the statement. Quote, on November 18th, 2023, my life took an unexpected turn. I gave everything I had to the rehab process, but despite all my efforts, my leg never responded the way we hoped. After much prayer and consultation with the doctors, medical experts, and my agent, I've been medically advised to retire from the game I so deeply love. He had 3 years left in his $4.2 million contract he signed with the Jets. He was the 171st overall pick in the 5th round of the 2024 NFL Draft. On that fateful day, he suffered a fractured and dislocated ankle that also stretched ligaments. And the initial hope after the very gruesome injury, it was a hip drop tackle, that orthopedist Dr. Robert Anderson, who performed the surgery, said Jordan Travis would be ready to go for training camp of his rookie season. That's what he told Tom Pelissero back in April of 2024. And that never happened. Travis didn't play in a game, didn't play in a practice. And later, the Jets, during his rookie season, admitted that there had been some setbacks. They were not specific on the setbacks of what occurred. They said setbacks happened, and then the Jets have been sort of mum about his status, saying, we don't want to get into medical. We don't want to get into medical. And it made a few of us curious, like, is something going on? And something was going on. Jordan Travis is not here. And now the Jets are left with a collection of quarterbacks. Let's go through them. All right, you got Justin Fields. He's clearly the QB1. Okay, no effect there. He was the QB1, continues to be the QB1. He's the guy. So Justin Fields is QB1. Tyrod Taylor is QB2. That's unquestioned. The top two on the Jets quarterback depth chart is locked into stone, barring injury, I suppose. So Justin Fields, Tyrod Taylor, they're there. And then we've got who's going to be QB3. And here's the other part of the QB3 conversation. So there will be a QB3 no matter what, whether it's on the 53-man roster or the practice squad. One way or the other, there 100% will be. But the question is, will there be a QB3 spot on the 53-man roster? Now, that's totally up for, I don't know. And the reason we don't know it is there's a brand new regime here. We have no history to lean back onto to say, here we go. We have no history to lean back onto to say, Darren Muji of the last 4 years has kept 3 quarterbacks, 4 quarterbacks, 2 quarterbacks. We don't know. So that is TBD. And the guys that are battling for said spot are Adrian Martinez, the former UFL MVP. Okay, he's on the team. You've got Brady Cook. Okay, Brady Cook, obviously, is in that group. He has a opportunity to see if he can make some noise on this team. He has an opportunity. We'll see if and what he does anything with it. So Brady Cook, an undrafted free agent who, by the way, I'm sort of high on Brady Cook. And there's your group. You got 4 quarterbacks. Again, it's Justin Fields. It's Adrian Martinez. It's Tyrod Taylor. And then the aforementioned Brady Cook now on the roster. Those are the 4. Will the Jets get another guy? Will they stay with the group? I'll just tell you this. I thought that Brady Cook had a straight-up shot to beat Jordan Travis for QB3. We haven't seen Jordan Travis practice, so we wouldn't know. But I thought Brady Cook had a straight-up shot to beat Jordan Travis healthy. Now, obviously, Jordan Travis removed from the equation. We'll see what that means for Brady. Brady, a super athletic guy. You go over to the NFL Combine numbers. Brady Cook was top max in every NFL Combine quarterback category, including 40-yard dash, 10-yard split, the 20-yard shuttle, the 3-cone drill, all of it. Brady Cook was top marks at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis. So he has a shot, and we'll see how he develops. He's got a lot of traits. So I'm sort of curious. We talked about Brady Cook the other day, so I won't beat a dead horse here, but I would say Brady Cook is, in my opinion, would be the favorite to be the QB3, barring some other unexpected move here from the New York Jets. Let Brady cook. There you go, Molon. Future Hall of Famer Brady Cook. Let Brady cook. Could be. There you go, baby. Love it. By the way, a couple of quick things while we're continuing to talk about the quarterback conversation here. Congratulations to J-Boy. He was our #1 gifter last month, and you guys can gift to the channel by joining the Boy Green Coffee Club in the YouTube description down below. You guys can, of course, share, buy memberships for your party that's watching. If you're on YouTube, hit the money sign, final option, gift channel memberships, gift as many as you'd like. And, well, you can send in super chats if you have questions or comments or things of that nature. But it is May, so we've got a new raffle for all of you guys. And here's one of the items. I want to show you. Right here. What's in this little case, for lack of a better word, is one of the items that is up for bid this month. And let's do a big reveal. We got 200 people on the show. Like the video. Hit subscribe. And again, we're streaming live on youtube.com/BoyGreen25, Twitter @BoyGreen25, and Facebook @BoyGreen25 as well. Jumping over on the Boy Green Facebook page. We haven't used this often, so we're going to build it back up. But this is one of the items that's up for bid. And I will tell you this before I even reveal what this item is. This is how it works, folks, if you're new to the channel. We try to do raffles every single month here on the channel. Sometimes, most of the time, the raffle is at random, right? You purchase as many raffle tickets as you like. Obviously, the more raffle tickets you have, the better your odds are of winning. So let's just get right to it. If you'd like, throughout the entire month of May, the full month of May, we'll be doing a giveaway. And there it is. J-Boy doesn't even know what it is yet. He's like, yeah, I'm in, baby. So there you go. J-Boy gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Let's bleep and go. Bill Gates. Wow. Okay. Thanks for being a supporter of the channel, Bill Gates. Nice. All right, I'll take it. All right, J-Boy, you have our first raffle ticket of the month of May, so congratulations. I will tell you the thing that J-Boy won, by the way, last month is to replace the BMAC emoji. I see our boy BMAC's in the chat. Your emoji has been replaced, and the proper calls have been made to replace that emoji. So hopefully that is coming in the coming weeks. We'll update that emoji. So thank you, J-Boy. You're in this contest of this thing I'm about to reveal here on the show. AntJets82, is that a sample of Boy Green's beard? It could be. It could be. Could put it on a voodoo doll or something, maybe. But here it is. Let me see if I can open it properly. Okay, here it is. All right. Oh, geez. This is the certificate of authenticity on this. This, folks, right here. And I want to keep this. I don't want to give this away, but this is, okay, let me make sure I read the proper name for this. This in front of me with the certificate of authenticity of Highland Mint is a game coin from last season. An NFL game coin. I gotta wrestle it out of this thing. This thing is sweet as all hell, baby. Sweet as all hell. Let me try to get this out of here. It's quite a challenge in this case. Maybe I can't. Maybe I'm just weak. Ah, here we go. Okay, let me just. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Dramatic. Okay, so here it is. This is what is up for one of the things that'll be up for grabs this month. Look at this. This is a game coin of the New York Jets. It's got the latest logo. Let me try to get it up on in there. There you go. Inaugural season 1960, a New York Jets game coin. This is official, folks. This is what they flip before the game. This is a 2024 game coin from the New York Jets season. Pretty friggin' cool. Right there it is. Certificate of authenticity and everything coming with it. This is a sweet gift. Okay, you get your little certificate of authenticity. This is a game coin, limited edition coin, replica coin here from the New York Jets season. Very nice, mint, all that jazz. So that is one of the things that are up for grabs, people, that for the end of the month. I'll add some more to the pile as we go through the month, so you'll hear even more. But that one, again, I don't want to give this away. I only got one of these puppies, and I personally want it for myself. But good luck. Okay, we'll put it right here. And again, if you here it is. The raffle tickets are $2.99 a pop. It's built around a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. They're $2.99. You can purchase a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. If you're watching on YouTube, it says join the Boy Green Coffee Club here. That's a YouTube membership group. That's a way to support the channel. And really, the best bang for your buck, quite frankly, is buying the Boy Green Coffee Club membership. You become a member of the YouTube channel, and that comes with all its own perks. And you get a raffle ticket to win that coin. So best bang for your buck in the business, and it's only $2.99. You guys can also send in super chats, and again, we'll add them up throughout the month. So let's say you send a $2 super chat today, and you send a $99 super chat tomorrow, $2.99, boom, that's one raffle ticket. So you don't have to send all the $2.99 all at once. And like I said, there are no limitations on how many raffle tickets you could get. So there you go, baby. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We have another raffle ticket coming in. It's Indy Jets, baby, purchasing a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Very nice. Like to see, baby. Let's go. Philip Razak Jr. And shout out to Indy Jets. He's now on the board officially for this month with a raffle ticket. You love to see it, baby. Booyah. You guys are both in the running to win that coin and more. There will be more added to the pile before we get to the end of the month. So stay tuned to the channel for all of our latest raffle giveaways. Yes, here we go. So yeah, so the new BMAC emoji will be coming in due time. In due time, baby. Okay. Let's answer some of your comments here. Mahar Kalir says you could buy a kicker with that coin. I hope so. Apparently, kickers have been rare in trade for the Jets. We don't have a full show plan for this, and for probably good reason. But Greg Zuerlein is still on the team. And boy, what a roller coaster it's been for Greg Zuerlein, right? So this is a guy who, let me get my seasons right. So 2023, he had one of the greatest single seasons in Jets kicking history. He was 35 of 38. Was awesome, clutch, all those things. Now, unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers goes down, so like that season sort of goes to waste in the great scheme of things, I suppose. So he's awesome, and he's so awesome that they're just like, got to keep that guy, and they give him the richest contract for a Jets kicker in franchise history. Boom, Zuerlein, you're staying here, Legatron, Greg Z. And then last season, he follows it up with one of his worst seasons of all time. Go figure. That's kickers for you. Okay. And he misses, what's that, 5 or 6 kicks? I think it was 59. 6 kicks he missed and cost the Jets a cajillion games like Denver, Buffalo. Oh, boy. So many he cost the Jets last year. And the Jets, those bastards, let me just, total chicken crap way to do this. So instead of holding Greg Zuerlein responsible for his awful kicking that cost the Jets, they mysteriously placed him on injured reserve ahead of the Halloween game with a mysterious injury that we hadn't heard of previously. And we're like, so either you guys lied on the injury report way back when, or you just made this up. Like, something's not adding up here on the injury. So, but the reason they did that is to take him out of the spotlight, so hopefully fans stop throwing tomatoes at the guy, and that you could sneak him to the offseason with, and then see, because you paid him and the Jets are deep in on the money. So they're like, hey, man, well, he's already here. If we take him in the spotlight, maybe we can bring him back and redeem him. And I hope he is redeemed, but it seems unlikely. Jets have 3 kickers right now on the roster. Anders Carlson, okay. Greg Zuerlein, all right. And then you got, Caden Davis, the undrafted rookie from Ole Miss. You got 3 kickers. So see who the best man is. I'm really intrigued by Caden. I wrote a piece about him last night because why wouldn't you write a kicker piece in late April? But I think Greg Zuerlein is firmly on notice to potentially be replaced. I think it's going to be a straight-up kicking competition, and we'll see what happens. Greg Zuerlein has 1 year left on his $8.4 million contract he signed. And Davis is an intriguing guy at Ole Miss. He converted 100 of his 102 extra points, 42 of 52 on field goals, 3 of 8 from 50-plus, 13 of 17 from 40-plus. Had a couple of big boy kicks at a 57-yarder, a 53-yarder in sloppy conditions. Jim Nagy gave him a shout-out. I wrote a piece on Heavy on Jets that you guys can check out. So, yeah, he's a nice guy. Plus, he's got a booming leg. Shout-out to Zach Rosenblatt of The Athletic. Caden Davis led the country with 75 touchbacks on kickoffs in 2024, and PFF had him graded as the nation's best in that particular area. Now, that will probably hurt you more now with the recent rule changes with the NFL kickoffs, but hey, just telling you that kickers. So Caden Davis, undrafted free agent, might have an opportunity to take Greg Zuerlein's job. We'll see if that happens. TBD. Yeah, something mentally happened to him, Easy. That's right. That's probably right on Greg Zuerlein. FL Phil 98 says Greg the Lake will be given the opportunity to redeem himself. He will. I think it's mostly because the Jets invested money and they're like, hey man, we sort of want to see that thing through, which I don't blame them for. But I sort of am like, come on, man. He was awful. Awful last year. Just awful. But maybe he can turn it around, hopefully. He's getting older. He's like 37. Let me double check that. I think he's like 37 years old. I might be totally overblowing his age, I guess. But let me see. Is he 30? Yeah, he is 37. He turns 38 in December. But hey, man, age is just a number. Maybe he can turn it around. But yeah, it was awful last year. Absolutely awful. MFC says, I read Cook has a good football IQ. I'm assuming that's a Wonderlic test, but also said he's inaccurate, has poor footwork, poor decision making, poor downfield throwing, slow reading the defense. I mean, if we bring it all up here, let me bring it all up from the Beast and pull it up here for Brady Cook. So I would say a couple of things as we're breaking down Brady Cook, because again, I think he has the best shot of all these cats of being the QB3 on this team. I think he's going to have a great shot at that. Okay. So here are all the measurables. He's 6'2", 214 pounds. He's 23 years of age. Again, he athletically was terrific at the combine. He dominated in, like I said, every category: 40-yard dash, 20-yard shuttle, 10-yard split, vertical jump, broad jump. I mean, he just exploded off the page. He dominated the NFL combine, which again, if you're looking for traits, you like that. He's an underrated running quarterback. I wouldn't mistake him for Lamar Jackson, but he's elusive enough. He had 1,200 rushing yards and 20 touchdowns in college, so he's got a little bit of some wheels. He could take the green grass in front of him. That part I like a lot for old Brady Cook here. Let's see. Born and raised in St. Louis, it looks like. He's got some athlete action happening in the family as well, which you can sort of add to the pile there for old Brady Cook out of Missouri. He's a talented kid. But there's a reason he went undrafted. Didn't throw a lot of picks either. What was the let me get the numbers here on Cook on the passing. He had 49 touchdowns, 15 picks. That's not bad. The last season, his most recent season, he only had 2 picks. So he doesn't turn the ball over a ton. So that's not too shabby there on him. But yeah, obviously there's a reason he went undrafted. I'm not going to lie to you and say he's an MVP candidate, but there's a lot there. Easy with his breakfast menu today. Today's breakfast, butter grilled rye bread. Okay, Swiss cheese, bologna omelet. Absolutely scrum delicious. All right, great. I'm sure when we open up the phone lines, we'll get a sneak peek at that. Insel Allen says a top 5 pick is possible for the Jets, especially with Fields and Taylor's injury history. Oh, boy. Top 5 pick? We're in May, man. What is going on? Oh, boy. I mean, I did see all the mock drafts coming out for 2026. And, the Jets are going to get Arch Manning. All the Jets are going to get the Lenore Sellers. Like, good Lord, people. What in the world is going on here? What is going on? So, yes, we'll see. So there you go. Yeah, Game Coin. People seem to really be vibing with the Game Coin. That's good to hear. Yeah, Cade Klubnik. Okay, there's a lot of quarterback discussion out that. G Suncar says, what can you buy with it? I don't know in the medieval times bartering if they bite the mint and they like that it's real, that what you could trade it for, like a loaf of bread or a pile of fish. I'm not sure how the bartering trade works, but hey, that's to each their own once they land it. Good luck. Philium, a QB3 is not a concern. If we see a QB3 on the field this year, we're in big trouble. There will be a QB3 on the roster, and he will not be relevant. I push back on that. I think developing is a key. Your QB3 won't be, let me make up some backup quarterback who's old, Joe Flacco, right? Like, Joe Flacco's not your QB3. That guy should not be relevant because, again, if he's playing games, that's not good. But I would push back. I think, and it's not about seeing them on the field. That's not what I'm thinking about the QB3, because you're right. If QB3 is on the field, that's not good, Philium. But the thing I'm thinking about is the QB3 of development, of nurturing, developing. And they're not going to get a lot of opportunities. That's just sort of how the world works here with quarterback reps. But if they can find a guy that has some traits and say, hey, we could sort of build this piece of clay up and sort of see what he has. Because I'm not saying Brady Cook has the chance to be, hey, move over Justin Fields. But if he can be a long-term backup, that is a valuable asset. Backup quarterbacks are stupid expensive. So for me personally, I would love to mold the guy to be our long-term backup. That would be absolutely terrific. So fingers crossed for that. Taylor Sterling says, Bill Gates can't buy his own membership? Apparently. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to double check how many current Boy Green Coffee Club members we have, but we always need more, that's for sure. Again, $2.99 in the YouTube description down below. Michael James, Jets paid Travis a lot of money for doing nothing. Easy, Boy Green. Doing nothing? Oh, come on, man. They knew about the injury. It's not as if you drafted Jordan Travis. He was goofing around playing basketball in his backyard and did something stupid and got hurt. There, if you guys want to rip on Jordan Travis for that, fine. But this guy had this, devastating leg injury in college. The Jets knew about it, drafted him, and tried to say, hey, our medical team can check it out and make it better. So I'm not sure I'd go that far where I'm not, I'm being too lovey-dovey here for Jordan Travis. I don't know. I just think we should all show some compassion for the young man. That's what I'm saying. Let's show some compassion. This guy's entire life just changed, Philliam says, we'll get that quarterback next year. Yeah, I mean, we didn't get it this year, so, maybe. We'll see. Maybe we won't need that guy. Now, I always say take a quarterback every year because I like having assets. Like, for instance, the Browns, while they look sort of silly right now, maybe they'll be able to flip one of their quarterbacks for something. Zach Quinn says Manning ain't coming out next year. Yeah, he has played in like 3 games in his career in college, and we're all assuming, number 1 pick. He could, but he sort of has the power. He could go back to school if he wanted, because if he plays 12, he's going to play like another 14, 15 games, college football playoff, add all that up. So he's going to have somewhere in the ballpark of like 17, 18 games on his docket by the time the draft rolls around. If he decides to come out, he could totally go back to school. Totally possible. And it would be if somehow in this weird world that Incel Allen brought up and the Jets had the number 1 pick, he could do his, because I think Cooper, so it's his uncle. So he would do his uncle in the draft sense of saying like, hey, I'll go back to school. Sorry, Jets, suck on this. They could totally do that. That could happen. Brian Farrell says, if Fields turns out to be serviceable, we get him a weapon in next year's draft. Well, continue to build around him. That would be great. Brian, sure. FFL90, it says, this is not the time for a developmental quarterback. This is 100% the time. Every year should be the time. You should be constantly developing. No complacency at the quarterback position. I don't care if I have Patrick Mahomes on developing another quarterback behind him. Injury, the backup quarterback is 1 injury away from being thrust in there. Quarterbacks are a hot commodity. I'd be trading quarterbacks. I'm the guy in the trench coat on the street. Hey, you need a quarterback? I got a quarterback here. Yeah, let me trade some quarterback. That's what I'm doing. I'm in the quarterback stock game, and I'm buying. I am buying. Matthias says Fields will make it difficult for the Jets to draft the quarterback in 2026. This is an interesting statement. Because it could be interpreted in 2 ways, Matthias, commenting in on YouTube. I hope they make it difficult because he played so well that the Jets aren't near the top of the draft. That would be good news. However, another way you can interpret Matthias's comment here is by saying, oh boy, he played so in the middle that the Jets are 7-10, 8-9. They're not good enough to make the playoffs, but not bad enough to have a top 10 pick. And they're sort of in this mediocre purgatory, which, by the way, today's a Thursday, so we'll have Boy Green Meets Woody later today. We'll be talking about all kinds of things with Jordan Travis. Did the Jets make a mistake not taking another quarterback in the draft? Quarterback options to add, if there are any, should they add any? We'll be talking all about that at 3 o'clock. But Woody's fear is what I just said, that latter point, that Justin Fields won't be great, but he won't be terrible. He'll just be sort of in the middle, and then we're in this purgatory. That is what James Woody, my Jets co-host, believes is going to occur. So who knows? Who knows? Easy said he already finished his breakfast, so there will be no camera shot of that. We missed out. Oh, well. Manuel says, Emmanuel Holcomb on YouTube, member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. I thank you very much. He says, Donovan Edwards is a signing I like, as do I. Undrafted free agent out of Michigan. Again, 2022 tape. He average over 7 yards per clip. He can be used as a receiver, slot guy. I think he's very versatile. I think Tanner Angstrand's going to like that, and makes a lot of sense why the Jets targeted him following the draft. So he makes a ton of sense. Ton of sense. I could totally see it. Donovan Edwards is a really talented player. We got a YouTube super chat coming in from our boy EZ. Every time we get a super chat, we hear from my daughter, Zariah Gosh Darn Luna.
Wow.
Easy, thanks for the super chat, buddy. You got yourself a raffle ticket and some change, which we'll factor in later here on the show. Appreciate you. Let's read the super chat for you. We got 3 people tied all for first place in this new made contest with a super chat apiece. Or a raffle ticket apiece. Jordan Travis was a worthwhile pick in the 5th round. Jets knew he was injured, but when Dr. Anderson said he's going to make a full recovery, you do it. I agree, Easy. So let's just break this down for a second. According to Connor Hughes of SNY, and he said this at the time, and he's continued to say it now, even after Travis's announcement yesterday. Jordan Travis was a 2nd or 3rd round pick if healthy. That's what Connor Hughes has reported from talking to NFL people around the league at the time and now. So the Jets say, wow, we're getting Jordan Travis in the 5th round, and he was a 2nd or 3rd round pick. And again, sort of what I said to Philly earlier about quarterbacks being this hot commodity. You can never have enough of them. And in that particular case, the Jets are looking not just for anyone, a hopeful future one that you could develop and mold. And so to go back to the Jordan Travis thing, there are going to be some people, and I've already seen it in the chat, I told you so. The Jets shouldn't have done this. He got injured. What are you doing? You idiots. I've already seen that in the comment section. First off, I told you so on a guy having a career-ending injury is sort of in poor taste. Let me just say that for anyone who's saying I told you so. And number 2, to me, there's no I told you so. There is risk with anything and everything you do in life. When I end this Boy Green Daily, and I'm like, see you later, everybody. I could walk out of my house and get hit by a bus. That could happen. Boom. Boy Green Daily's over, I guess. I could walk outside and get shot in a drive-by. Oh, Boy Green's dead. That can happen any day of the week, man. So I bring it back to this. Jordan Travis. Was it a risk taking Jordan Travis because he was injured? Of course it was. That's why he was available in the 5th round. Sometimes you have to risk it to get the biscuit. People are going to bring up, oh, well, the Jets had Jordan Travis here. Now he retires. They had Cam Clark, and he retired, the offensive lineman. These guys got seriously cripply injured. Cam Clark had this serious injury in practice where he had to be carted off the field and had to retire. That's a terrible story. Very sad. Now he's living on this new life as his coach, which is kind of cool. A trainer of offensive linemen. Jordan Travis, I'm sure, is going to find that next career for himself. But it was 1,000% a worthwhile pick. It didn't work out. But okay, we can't turn hindsight on it, and I'm not saying you are, Easy. Obviously, you're not. But for the people that are, hindsight, what a stupid move. Okay, yeah, sure. If I knew the result of how every draft pick would go, I could easily judge what's a stupid pick and a good pick. It wasn't a stupid pick. You took a risk at quarterback. Those are the risks you'd like taking. They knew he was injured, and specifically to Dr. Anderson, he said not only is he going to make a full recovery, he's going to be ready for training camp. So he's a guy that, sure, he's injured, but he's going to be good. And the Jets trusted both that external medical opinion and obviously their own internal medical opinions, because every NFL team has their own medical staff on top of whoever, in this particular case, Dr. Anderson, performed the surgery on Jordan Travis, man. So, yeah, that's to me, not a stupid pick. Not at all. So, sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit, basically. That's just the plain, simple truth to do it. Let's go to Dre Correa, baby, with a 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Let's go. Here's the clubhouse for the month of May, baby. Dre Correa has grabbed the world by the haunches.
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
Dre Correa with a 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Let's get right to it, baby. Here are the 5 new members to the gosh darn Boy Green Coffee Club, baby. Here they are. We've got TJ, Kevin Risco, Jerry Spence, Minnesota Jet fan, and Drug Monkey RX. Okay, you are now a member to the Boy Green Coffee Club. And Dre Correa, you have 5 raffle tickets for a contest this month, which will include a variety of items, including that Jets game coin, baby. Very nice. Dre, thanks for the love, brother. Hey, now, we're getting some more memberships raining in from the high heavens, baby. Paul Taxter jumping in. Hey, now, let's bleep and go. 5 more memberships. Drake Ray, you got some competition. And I'm all about that icky shuffle, but let's mix it up with some AG,
Here's
baby.
what I do know. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
We sure are, Jet fans, and we always will be. All right, let's read the 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Shout out to our boy Paul Taxta. These memberships went to Wishby, Green_team, Vladdy P, Christopher Wheeler, Christopher, Gang Green 44. You guys are all now members to Boy Green Coffee Club. Paul Taxter, you now have 5 raffle tickets for our contest this month. Appreciate you, good sir. All right, good luck to everybody. Again, the more raffle tickets you have, the better your odds are of winning our monthly raffles. But if you just buy one, you've got a ticket, you got a chance. Again, they're only $2.99 a pop. Thanks to Paul Taxta for getting involved, baby. Yes, sir. We got over 300 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe, baby. Here we go. J-Boy says, it was a 5th round pick. Can we not act like he was first overall? 100% agree, BG. And yeah, that's the thing I'm not getting here on this that J-Boy brings up. Guys. You say Jordan Travis to me is a waste. What about Ja'Kai Polite? 3rd round pick was cut months after being drafted. What about these 4th round picks I've been bringing up recently at the wide receiver position, but it goes beyond that. Jalen Saunders, wide receiver out of Oklahoma, cut rookie year. Shaq Evans, cut rookie. Like, what are we talking about, man? The Jets have cut picks months after drafting them. So, like, there are much worse picks than this. And plus, at least this is a swing at quarterback where, again, you sort of enter the quarterback conversation when you're making draft picks and saying, well, the odds are insert at whatever round you take them in at whatever the quarterback is. Mel Kiper did a great analytical deep dive over the last couple of months where he said, here's the success rate since 1990 of quarterbacks drafted in the 1st round, 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, 7th round, undrafted. And he gave the success rate of the per round per pick. So as an NFL team, you see those numbers. I'm sure you already have those. You're like, 5th round pick. Our chances are 23% or something. I made that up. I don't know what it is. So you already accept that there is in my made-up scenario, a 77% chance it won't work according to the numbers. But you're saying there's a 23% chance it will work. That's a risk I'm willing to freaking take, baby. Come on now. Let's go. Yeah, easy. I'm glad that we've added that to rotation. So every time we get 5 memberships or more gifted at a time, you'll, of course, hear the beautiful chimes, and then also you'll get a nice little video. And I'm going to keep adding to the videos to get us some cool and different ones. But the Icky Shuffle and some cold cuts, that's one of my favorites. So easy. I appreciate that you love that. Let's go. Also, in AFC East news, Elijah Moore's back, but on the Buffalo Bills, signing a 1-year deal with Buffalo. He's still a young guy, but I'm sort of curious here whether or not we think Elijah Moore is going to be anything with Buffalo. My people over in Buffalo, WGR 550, that is Sal Capaccio. There's Matt Beauvais, who does some TV out there in Buffalo. They both think that it's going to be they think he's going to be a big addition for the Bills. And I'm like, okay. I had those thoughts too a few training camps ago now. Like, hey now, is he going to be something? Good player. We'll tweet out a random Bible verse once in a while about some potential frustrations. We'll see if Elijah Moore can do anything with a quarterback. TBD. Let's go to TJ here at Paul. For those who are saying they told you so, Jordan would have been a 1st-round pick if he did not get hurt. He's a good character kid, and hence why AG and Muji wanted to see what he had. Yeah, I've heard some people say that. Some people have said the 1st-round pick. I've heard the 2nd or 3rd-round pick. Whatever. Like, long story short, obviously he would have been a lot higher on the totem pole had he not been hurt. And he was. And now we're never going to see, and he is never going to see what that coulda, shoulda, woulda looked like. It's a damn shame. But again, I reiterate, It was a risk worth taking. Yeah. So we'll see. The Elijah Moore story continues. Well, why don't we do this, baby? Again, we got 300 plus people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. That's a free way to contribute to the program. But feel free to keep those memberships and super chats flowing, baby. We appreciate you. But we'll take a quick half time out, and the phone lines are open. You can share your thoughts on Jordan Travis and Elijah Moore and so much more. Boy Green Daily continues after this.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams. Watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S. Jets. Let's go.
Ever since Hep brought that up on the show the other day of like that we're going to do a Boy Green Daily song live from the parking lot of a Jets game, oh boy, that's going to be insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. Can't wait for that. It'll be a lot of fun. Again, more coming on that in due time. Again, the schedule comes out in 13 days, and we will quickly pick a game for the Boy Green Tailgate, and you guys will be able to sign up with a discounted ticket package, our tailgate package, and so much more. Chef Kevin Gilbert sent me an update. I've not been able to check it out this morning, but he sent me an update on the menu. It looks like the menu could be finalized for the tailgate. Tasty, tasty. I'll be reading that in due time. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Let's start off with Johnny Boy here on the show. What's up, Johnny?
What up, BG? Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
Boom. Hey, by the way, your Knicks going to take care of business tonight or what?
Oh, you know they are. I'm about to meet your
good.
Celtics, bro.
No. I can't wait for
We'll
that.
give you
That'll
guys
be great.
the business real quick.
There you go. Yeah.
Wanted to come up here, man, and talk about the Travis Jordan thing, right?
Yeah.
It sucks, bro.
Mm.
Like, regardless of what people think of the dude or anything like that, this kid, all he's ever known is football his entire life, from pee-wees to now. And it's been stripped from him. At one point, this kid was talking about winning Heisman coming out of Florida, right? Like, so it wasn't like he was some bum or anything. The upside for the individual was there. But unfortunately, it just wasn't in the cards for him, you know? And I wish the kid luck. You know, if he does watch this show, you know, hey, there's a lot of Jet fans out there that really rooted for you and were hoping that you were going to be the answer after Aaron Rodgers and whatnot. But it is what it is. You know, we continue to keep moving forward. We can't move backwards in regards of Mr. Jordan Travis. And something that I thought was pretty cool that you don't see often anymore, especially from a lot of the younger generation, he wrote a letter. Like, for him to actually put that out there and for everybody to see, you could see what it meant for him to be a New York Jet. Because I remember when he got that phone call and he was crying, the interview that dude had talking about, you know, I thought nobody was going to give me a chance and things like that. It is what it is. You know, I think we picked him in the 5th round.
Correct.
Right, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's correct.
So it was a shot that could have potentially worked for us. And if it would have worked, the organization at that time would have looked crazy good because you got a 5th round to be a potential franchise quarterback, quote unquote. So it is what it is. Like, I just think that for him, man, this is not it. I think maybe he goes into coaching or something to that sense. I mean, you know, continue to keep staying around in the game itself and go from there. Hopefully he got some stuff from FSU and is able to utilize that. Because I think his career earnings was like $700,000 or something like that from what I saw.
Yeah, we'll see what the Jets do, because this is normally up to the team. When you have an unfortunate situation like this, a retirement, it's normally up to the team to see how much they're going to allow the player to get from their rookie contract. Like I said, the full 4 years, if he did all of it, was like $4.2 million. And obviously the Jets don't owe him all of that because of retirement. We'll see what the Jets do, but it's normally a team-by-team basis if they do a solid for anybody of giving them extra money for this, that, or the other. So, yeah, that'll be up to them.
Yeah, Yeah, it's a sucky situation for the dude, and I mean, wish him the best of luck. I think the kid, I think he really tried, but it's just, could you imagine, bro? Like, you know, you're trying to do something that you've done forever and a day, but your body just won't let you. Your
Oh,
mind could do it, but your
yeah,
body's not. It's telling you to
demoralizing.
stop.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. So hey, Jordan Travis, you watching this, bro? Best of luck to you, dog. Like, it is what it is, bro. But still Jets, 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 Jets. Peace out,
Appreciate it.
BG.
Thanks for the call, Johnny. Again, I see some people are vibing with the Jordan Travis love fest that's going on here, and some people aren't. I would just say this: I'm just thinking about the young man, and eventually, like the rest of the world continues to spin, and we have to talk about other things with the Jets and how things move on. Again, I mentioned the schedule's in 13 days. The schedule release, excuse me, on who all the Jets are playing, when they're playing them for the entire season upcoming. So. It's good for Jordan Travis to get his flowers here. Up next, EZ here on the show. What's up, EZ?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, thank God at least he got drafted, so he's got a little bit of a nest
Right.
egg now that we can work
Yeah.
with. But I know some people were bashing it. I mean, you've seen my texts. I mean, Dr. Anderson is probably one of the best sports surgeons in the business.
Yeah.
And they got a calculated okay from one of the best in the business saying, yeah, this kid's going to make a full recovery, go for it. And they got the green light. So 5th round pick. I mean, when one of the best surgeons in all of sports medicine says he's going to make a full recovery, you go for it. I mean,
Of course. Right.
there's always exceptions, and who knows, maybe the regime last year did screw it up, pushing the kid too fast, too hard. I
Maybe.
don't know. It could have just been, maybe his leg wasn't just up to it. I mean, I remember when, oh God, who's that guy whose leg got completely destroyed? The other
Joe
quarterback,
Theismann or Joe Theismann, right?
Alex Smith.
Oh God, yeah, that was a bad one too. Alex Smith
Did
got
you
hurt
ever
really
see
bad.
pictures of his leg when he was
I
going
did.
back home? His leg looked like it got hacked up with a machete, and
Yeah.
they put him all back together, and he was able to play. So when you see something like that, and then you have Dr. Anderson say, "Well, this kid's going to make a full recovery," and he's only like 22 years old. I mean, naturally, you're going to say, "Shit, yeah, let's give him a shot." I mean, who knows? I mean, he was a great player at Florida State.
Absolutely was,
He's
sure.
a great player. And the proof is in the pudding is the fact that they were shit once he went down.
Mm-hmm. They absolutely were, and they had a chance. If he doesn't get hurt, they go to the college football playoff. He ends up going a lot higher in the draft. I mean, everything changes. Yeah.
And don't forget this.
Yeah.
I personally know what it's like to shift gears. I'm a painting contractor. My knees are bad. My back is bad. So I have just recently, I'm self-promoting a little bit here. I've just recently switched from doing house painting and the stuff where I have to do stuff on ladders. Now I'm doing, garage floors with epoxy and stuff like that. Stuff that I just have to do, no ladder work. No more ladder
That's
work.
for the best.
So,
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I mean, so Jordan's going to adapt. He's going to land on his feet, even if he only has to land on one foot. But hey, one other thing. Did you hear? I think Aaron Rodgers finally signed with the Steelers last night.
He did?
Did he?
According to who?
It could have been someone trolling because you never
know. Probably was. I feel like that would be the top story on ESPN. I'll do a quick Aaron Rodgers
all
search.
Over the place. But I just saw it and I'm like, and there was some other. There's this one idiot troll and please do not ever click on this person ever.
Okay.
Saying that one of her trolls was that Quinnen Williams got traded. I mean, it's just so you can't believe all the stuff that you see.
Yeah, I'm on the internet. I don't see anything about Aaron Rodgers signing anywhere yet.
I figured it was bullshit.
Yeah.
I get mad when I click on those things.
No, so, right. You think, and then you're like, geez, and then it didn't happen. No, I got you.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So I think we have a good quarterback room.
Mm-hmm.
All our quarterbacks seem to be the same type of quarterback. I'm not that sure about Martinez. I don't know what kind of a scrambler he is, but this young kid, the this Brady kid, he's a scrambler. We got, Tyrod's a scrambler. Obviously, Justin Fields is a scrambler. So I think that's probably why he's going to probably knock Adrian Martinez out, because this way, if you have three guys that can all run the playbook, that's just a stronger situation. Unless they want to keep Martinez on the practice squad and use him to run, the scout team.
Possible. And by the way, Martinez, I want to make sure I have the numbers here. A very capable runner. He had at least 500 yards rushing in every college football season he had, and he had 5 of them. 4 at Nebraska, 1 at Kansas State. He finished with nearly 3,000 rushing yards, 45 rushing touchdowns, and he averaged 4.7 per clip. So he is a very adept runner.
So, well, then that's even better, because the whole thing is continuity. The whole idea. Remember, I was telling you about. You don't have first team, second team, third team. You have 1A, 1B, and 1C. Sure. That's what they're going to try to do. And if you can keep the playbook the same and keep them the concepts the same, where it doesn't matter who you plug in emergency situations, and the team can still go on and run every play and keep the playbook wide open. That's the best of both worlds, Mm-hmm. So I think with our new offensive line, we still have the three-headed monster at running back.
Right.
I think Jeremy Ruckert's really going to be rejuvenated now that his buddy's back at quarterback. I think the offense is good to go. We got a great first-team offensive line. We have a great second-team offensive line. We have better coaching all around. We have a good defensive backfield. We've got great linebackers. We have a good defensive line, although we could pick it up. A lot of it, I think, depends on how well JJ reacts to his injury. I think if JJ comes back and doesn't skip a beat, I think we're going to be a very, very lethal defense, especially now that there's going to be slightly more aggression. It used to be teams knew, the Jets don't blitz. The Jets don't blitz. Block the front foot. Jets don't blitz.
Now they're going to do the opposite. They're going to be super blitz. Yeah.
Right, but I think the whole idea is mix it up. Don't let them know when you're going to blitz. Remember last year I was saying you got to be unpredictable?
Yeah.
That was the thing. Last year they were predictably conservative. I don't want them to be predictably, just blitz package. I want, everything to be mixed up. I want sometimes they drop the linebackers into coverage. Sometimes you blitz them. Sometimes you do. I want the defense to have everything on the table. And the same thing, I want the offense to have everything on the table. And the best way to have the offense have everything on the table is how all 4 of your quarterbacks be able to run the entire playbook 24/7.
Well, that would be wonderful. I appreciate the call, EC. If the Jets defense could just run around like EZ, like Michael James says, Ziff, EZ is unpredictable. If we could get an EZ on defense, keep the unpredictability going. Could be possible. I like that, MJ. All right, let's go to another comment here. Rico the Pup. Exercising Jermaine Johnson's 5th-year option is hopefully a sign that he's going to come back ready to go. Yes, in case you guys missed it, the deadline is today for 5th-year option decisions, and the Jets have exercised all of the 5th-year options for their 2022 first-rounders. That is Sauce Gardner. That is Garrett Wilson. That is Jermaine Johnson. Now, let me give you the numbers real quick on those. Shout out to our friends over at Over the Cap. These 5th-year options, for people who don't understand them, obviously all 3 of these players were already under contract upcoming for 2025. They were not set to be free agents. This 5th-year option is for 2026, but you have to make the decision now. And if you exercise these options, these numbers I'm about to give you, these are fully guaranteed numbers that all hit the books, and that will be next year. But here are the numbers. So Sauce Gardner is set to make $20.18 million fully guaranteed. That is in 2026. Garrett Wilson is set to make $16.81 million fully guaranteed 2026. And finally, Jermaine Johnson, $13.41 million fully guaranteed. To me, when I talk about the 5th-year option decisions, Sauce Gardner, automatic yes. Garrett Wilson, automatic yes. The one that gave you, let's think about it, is Jermaine Johnson. Let's break it down, right? So By the time you make a fifth-year option decision, you have 3 years of tape to study. Let's evaluate Jermaine Johnson's 3 years of tape. Rookie year, mostly a bench player. Not his fault. He was a role player. It's whatever. The Jets, Sala and all those guys liked adding defensive guys, and he was sort of a rotational guy. Showed some pop, but was mostly a bench player. So year one, that's sort of a wash. Let's go to last year. He blows out his Achilles in week 2 against the Titans. That's a wash. We don't really know what that year would have been. It was looking good, but we don't know. And then you go to year 2 for Jermaine Johnson, and he had a career year. He was awesome. 7.5 sacks, quarterback hits. He was going all over the place. But obviously, 2 of his 3 years were sort of compromised. So the staff had to say, are we going to exercise a fifth-year option on this guy? And I'm glad that they did, because I believe in Jermaine. I think he has an elite mental makeup. You want 53 Jermaine Johnsons if you can have them. And I think that's obviously something AG vibed with, and they like how he's recovering from his Achilles, and they're saying, you know what? Let's exercise that, and we'll kick the can down the road. More on this conversation in a moment. Let's go to the phone lines.
All right.
Hep joining us here on the show. What's up, Hep?
Hey, this is my Justin. This is the guy I take care of all the time. Say hi,
Hey, Justin. What's up, Justin? How you doing? Sonic the Hedgehog. I love Sonic. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a little shy. I figured that I never get to see. He's always at school, but he's home today. He's got a doctor appointment, so I figured I'd give
Okay.
him a...
Well, shout out to Justin, baby. Yeah.
Thanks, bud. Just quick shout out. You know, I feel bad for the kid Travis and everything, but you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I gotta go. Peace out.
I love it. That's okay. Being dad and grandpa out there. I love it for Hep, baby. They're on the show. Special shout out. Show some love in the chat. Amen. BG is a hedgehog. My fiance used to have a hedgehog. Snowball was its name, I think. I'm pretty sure. There you go. Oh, yeah, you saw that 4Ps with Boy Green on the big screen. Love it. I love when if you guys do that, send me the pictures. I'll repost it on social media and all that stuff. I've seen people post on Twitter or YouTube that they're watching on the TV, on the smart TVs, or watching Boy Green Daily or Boy Green Meets Woody or something. That's cool. So I love seeing that. That's awesome. So I appreciate that. You guys can always send those over to me. I'm on all social media again, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I've recently joined TikTok. Oh, boy. I don't know. My fiance sort of pressured me into that one, but, here we are. Justin Jet, baby. Hey, Justin Miller was a Jet I loved, so I'm all about Justin. Justin Fields, Justin. Yeah. Stock up on Justins, that's for sure. And I'll say real quick, circling back to the fifth-year option decisions. Again, I thought it was an automatic yes for Sauce and Garrett. Sauce was a first-team All-Pro in 2 of his 3 seasons, and last year, while I wasn't first-team All-Pro, still pretty good. Loved Sauce. He's in. Garrett, he is one of only 5 or 6 receivers that started their career with 80-plus catches and 1,000 yards through their first 3 seasons. That's an elite list. Garrett Wilson's a special talent. Jermaine, again, I love the elite mental makeup. Now, the picture, the canvas that the paint's on is somewhat incomplete, so you have to make a risk. And here was the conversation for the Jets. If we decline the option, that means 2025 is a contract year for Jermaine Johnson. So if he blows up and is awesome, the Jets after the season are like, geez, do we franchise tag him? What do? We don't want to lose him for nothing. By exercising the fifth-year option, you're taking a risk. If Jermaine looks awesome, you feel great, and next offseason, you give Jermaine Johnson an extension. FL Phil 98 has said in the Discord, maybe offer an extension middle of the season. Give him a JFM. Things are going well. Hey, come in the office, Jermaine, let's bang out a contract right now. I'm sure that'd be something you'd be into. And to be honest, to the Meadowland Swamp Things point, $13.4 million. All right, pass the biscuits. I mean, it's a lot when you pack in everything else, right? When you add up all the money, what's that, $50 million? Quick math on that. So it's $20 million for Sauce. That's 16. That's $36 million. And then add in another 39. Yeah, so that's basically $50 million of money all on your books. So that obviously is a large pill to swallow, but you're going to have to try to figure it out. It's a first world problem that you have all these players that suddenly you want to pay. To me, I think you could sign Sauce or Garrett now, though, this offseason. Pick one or both to sign this offseason. Then you won't have the massive fifth-year cap hits all hitting the books in 2026. So that'll give you a little bit of flexibility. And then, like I said, for Jermaine, he ain't getting paid this offseason for obvious reasons, but I'm considering that next year. So that's sort of how I break down. But I would have accepted them all. So I agree with the Jets' decision. And we will end there. Well, thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Again, another shout-out Okay, the commemorative game coin for the New York Jets. This is up for grabs this month. There it is, baby. The New York Jets commemorative coin from this past season. Very cool. A limited edition. Also comes with a certificate of authenticity. Every time you guys super chat the show or send in your memberships, you are eligible for this giveaway, which, like I said, will be this month. And we will add more to the giveaway throughout the month. So shout out. Let's give a proper shout out here to J-Boy, Indy Jets, EZ, Dre Correa, and Paul Taxter. Thank you guys all for supporting the channel financially on the show today. We appreciate it. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. We will be back. I'll be at the radio station, but we will be back at 3 o'clock. Should the Jets add another quarterback? Did the Jets make a mistake not taking a quarterback in the draft? We will put on the gloves and debate that. That YouTube video is already live, and there is a poll currently on that video, which if you guys go over to our YouTube live section, you guys can feel free to do that and make sure you get on it. So feel free. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into another episode, and we'll see you soon. Take care.